Okay, there's the setup for the RPR. It's all tied down, as you can see. And the reason for this is because, like I say, I'm an old fart. I got the yips and the shakes, and I want to eliminate as much of my error as possible. So we're going to go from there. Now let's turn around here, and out there somewhere are the 50-yard targets. There we go. It's not on the tripod, so. And that little yellow target in the middle is for my side end. Now the way I'm going to do this, I'm not going to bother you and bore you to death with watching me shoot all these. What I'm going to do is shoot them, take them home, and we'll do some measurements on a couple, and we'll go from there. Now I'm going to grade these as A, B, C, and D. A being the best grouping for this particular rifle, and we'll go from there. Now you understand that I'm an old man, and that's just all of this evaluation testing is for this particular rifle. Everybody that shoots 22s knows that each rifle can be a little bit different with the same ammunition. Okay, I'm home now, and went through all these targets, kind of regraded them after I did measurements with the pair of stainless steel calipers, digital calipers, and these are my grades. 0, 0.0 to 0.4 is an A, 0.41 to 0.6 is a B, 0.61 and up is a C, and I had one F. I just couldn't resist it. It was so bad I had to give it an F. Anyway, here we go with the targets. I want you to notice that on here I wrote down some of the things on here, that the inside circle is 1/2 inch. The gray circle, the next gray circle is 1.5. The white circle is 3.0. And the large gray circle is 5 inches. Okay? I don't know if you can see these too well. It's pretty hard to tell. I don't want to mess with it anyway. Here we have a 0.5 inch group. There was no wind. On the CCI standard velocity of 40 grain, 1070 feet per second at 50 yards. All these are at 50 yards. The next one down is CCI HP. It gets a grade A, 40 gram, 1235, so it's supersonic, 50 yards. I got a 0.22 group on that, and there was no wind. So that's 1A and a B. The CCI copper, 21 gram, 1850 feet per second. Has a 0.48, no wind, and because it is faster like that, you notice that everything is a little high. I sighted it in with CCI standard velocity, and we went from there. And then next one down is a CCI velociter of 40 grain at 1435, and it was exactly a 1/2 inch. Okay, we got a C and a B here. CCI mini mags, 40 gram, 1235 at 50 yards is at 0.75. No wind. The Blazer came in with the B, 40 gram, 1235, exactly the same as the mini mags, and it was a 0.51. No wind. I had wind a little bit later on, so swirling around, so it kind of screwed things up a little bit, but I didn't take that into consideration. We have the Remington Golden Boy at a C, 40 grams, 1255, did a 0.62, no wind. The Winchester Wildcat got an A with 40 grams at 1255. It came in at 0.33, no wind. The Remington Ely match, I was really surprised with this one. Came in at 40 grams, or 40 grams was a C at 1055. It shot at 0.77, no wind. The Remington Ely Club, both of them, came in with a C, 40 grams, 1055, 50 yards, .063. Now I realize that people are, they're going to say, well, yeah, but I tried to keep everything as constant as I possibly could. As I said, the rifle was tied down on the DPT-2, Caldwell DPT-2 shooting rest, so there wasn't much error on my part. Winchester PowerPoint came in with a B at 42 grams, 1320 feet per second, a 0.45, no wind. The Winchester 42 Max came in as a C, 42 grams, 1065 at 0.63, no wind. Okay, the Norma TAC-22, 40 gram, 1100 feet per second at 0.33, no wind. And the Norma Match 22 came in with a B, 40 grams, 1100 feet per second at a 0.43, no wind. Now here comes our big F. That's the Aguila, however you want to pronounce it, a Super Colibri. Of course, now it's only 20 gram at 550 feet per second, and I knew it was going to be bad, but I threw it in here just to, for something to judge by or something to compare to. Group size was 2.16 inches with no wind. Now, actually, here's one hit. Here's another hit, another hit, another hit, and another hit. It was clear down off the target on 3 of the hits. Now, however, the Aguila Target Ely came in really nice. It got an A+, 40 grams, 1080 feet per second, at 50 yards, 0.18, 0.18 with no wind. That is a hell of a, there it is right there. A dime will easily cover it. So, that's a hell of a, it's almost one hole. The Aguila Super SE Extra came in with a B, 40 grams, 1080 feet per second. Group size was 0.47, no wind. The Aguila Rifle Match, 40 gram, 1080 feet per second, came in at 0.31, no wind, grade A. Now I'd like to show you the actual groupings, but they're actually on the paper. You can actually see them there. There we go. So anyway, we'll just keep going. The Aguila Pistol Match came in with the B+ at 0.42. It's 40 gram at 925 feet per second, and I was a little surprised with that one. Now we had a wind coming from the right at 6 miles an hour. The Aguila Interceptor Prime, 40 gram, 1470 feet per second, came in at 0.82, wind from the right at 6 miles an hour. That got a grade C. Now I probably could have done better because, here's a really tight group, but this is that was the other shot way over there. Okay, and the reason why I did this is because there are some other groups here that have, like this one, same wind, and this is a hell of a lot better group than that. Okay, we got to the Aguila Target Competition at grade C, 40 grams, 1080 feet per second at 0.63, the wind from the right at 6 miles an hour. The SK Standard Plus came in with an A, 40 grains, 1073 feet per second, 50 yards. Group size was 0.24, and the wind was right in my face down here at 6 miles an hour. It shifted. Then we have The Aguila Standard Velocity Prime, 40 grams, 1050 feet per second, came in at 0.58, grade B, wind in my face again at 6 miles an hour. The Aguila Super Extra, grade B, came in at 40 grams at 1130 feet per second, came in at 0.49. No wind. The wind stopped, for a minute anyway. They have the Arms Corps, 36 grain, 1247. Group size was 0.54. No wind, grade B. Gemtech, and this one really surprised me. Subsonic, 42 grams, 1020 feet per second, came in at 0.20. There was a 5 mile an hour wind in my face. The Browning BPR, 40 grams, 1435 feet per second, came in at 0.79. Wind at my back, 6 miles an hour. PMC, and that's why they're a little bit high, but like I said, when you're out in the field shooting, you can't say, oh well, because of the grade, because the wind was at my back, I got to disallow it. No, this is real world test. PMC Zapper came in with an A, 38 gram, 1280 feet per second. Came in with a group size of 0.33, no wind. Okay, Federal Gold Medal, 40 grams, 1080 feet per second. Excuse me, group size 0.41, no wind, grade B. Federal Game Shock, grade B, 38 grams, 1060 feet per second. And now I have two sizes on this one. That's why it's got a B, because there is 0.95, and this was me. I did that. I pulled the trigger too fast. Other than that, it would have been a 0.42, which gives it a B. That's the only exception I made, because that was flat me. I just pulled the trigger too quick. Okay, Fiocchi, whichever way you want to pronounce it, standard velocity. The 40 LRN, 40 gram, 1070 feet per second, came in at 0.036, no wind. The Fiocchi Official 800, which really surprised me, had a weight, 40 grain weight, 980 feet per second, came in at 0.55, had an 8 mile an hour wind in my face. So that's probably why those are a little bit low. But the group isn't bad. Fiocchi HV 40 CPRN, 40 gram, 1250 feet per second, got an A+, came in at 0.23, no wind. The Fiocchi HV 38 CP 38 grain, whatever, came in at 1260 at 0.46, no wind. And that takes care of all the ammunition I tested. So, like I said, there are different things about, everybody's going to have an argument that says, oh well, this would have been better if this, and this would have been better if that. That's true. However, like I said, this is real world. You deal with the winds as best you can, Now, when it really comes down to it, I would say that really almost, and this is with the RPR rimfire, all of these groups are not bad, but for 50 yards, that's kind of where I shoot, at 50 and 100 with the RPR, and I doubt that I'm going to shoot very much 50 anymore. As you'll see in another video, this rifle is deadly at 100 yards with good ammunition like this one right here. The Fiocchi 40 CPRN is a very good round. Okay.